Salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan Malaysia. If you are new to our channel, please smash the like button like how we'll be smashing the whole team tonight. Okay, and don't forget, if you are new, please click on the subscribe button on the bottom right corner and turn on the bell notification so you'll be notified when we go live. Okay, and before we get into things, please guys, because we started to have this online voting rating system for our players, all right, please check the links in the description below. Okay, vote for your players, rate them from 1 to 10. Okay, and then okay, most of them I think they're going to be below 5 lah today. So then, and we will run through the players tomorrow night. Okay, we will go live tomorrow night for the player ratings. Okay, I can't even really talk properly now because I'm so pissed off. Okay, I have been one of those United fans. Okay, as much as possible, I give my manager, I give the players, I give the team, my beloved team, a benefit of the doubt. Okay, I was the one who actually came up with the idea to put the thumbnail that the winning streak starts now. Okay, and then I actually pointed out that we should all stay negative until the players prove us wrong. And boy, did they prove us wrong today. Right from the very start to the very end, every single player, I think apart from David De Gea, the rest, shambolic performance, disgrace. Tonight, guys, I can honestly say I'm really ashamed to be a United fan tonight. I'm really ashamed of our performance and whatnot. Let's start off with Doc. At least, I don't know, is there any positivity? Please?
No lah. Today's performance was a very bad performance. I think, like you said, shambolic. Nobody had a good game at all except for, again, De Gea lah. But I think Maguire today, I think all this while I've been one of those who backed Maguire. Today was a really bad performance. If you're not fit, don't play, right? And the first goal was a poor one to give away, really stupid. And sometimes when you give away goals like that, right, the whole team spirit drops. And that was probably what happened as well today. And for the second half, shambolic. Once you draw level and then you lose that lead again in 15 seconds, right? Really frustrating.
They said that, right? Initially, when the team sheet came out, people were actually questioning whether Harry Maguire, is fit to play this game or not. I think the mistakes that he made, I don't think, even someone with a broken foot, a broken head, a concussion or whatnot can actually play better than that. For the first goal, Said, what, give me something, man.
I think it's a schoolboy error. It's not about fitness. Fitness is like, for example, you are running, you fell down, you didn't stretch your leg, you didn't able to head the ball. It was just a pure schoolboy error where you passing around the ball and you're just waiting for Yancheno to come in and steal the ball and go for it. Like our defenders should be attacking the attackers, but when they see a Maguire, the attackers, they attack our defenders. And they see Maguire is soft enough to steal the ball and go for the goal. That's what they did for the first goal, second goal, third goal, and I think for the fourth goal. I think Maguire is the one where we should point the finger on, and also to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, because Ronaldo had a really poor game for me. For the first half, he was invisible. He had like one or two chances to score. Even the one time when Rashford passed the ball to Ronaldo, he should have scored, even though he was offside. But I can see like his confidence was down or something wrong, or he was not fit. He consumed his energy to play against Luxembourg for national team, scoring the records for Portugal. It's nice he can score goals for Portugal, but he's a Manchester United player. Ole should be, like playing him for United. He's a United player also. We should be selfish. We are not Portugal fan. We are United fan. We want Ronaldo to perform for Manchester United, not for Portugal. I don't care how many goals he scored for Portugal, how many hat-tricks he scored, how many records he broke for international. I don't care. I care about United. And then they substituted Sancho for Rashford. For me, Sancho should be on the pitch. They should move Greenwood in the middle, and Ronaldo should go off, and Rashford should come in, so that we can have more flair, we can have more energy. Someone who can take the ball from the halfway line to the scoring point. But then Ronaldo was just waiting. He was going back. He was not, I don't think he was fit to play the match, or he was not in a mood to play the match. But not only Ronaldo, like everyone, to be honest, like everyone below par below average, or I would say bluntly, very poor performance from everyone. But Maguire is the one who should see himself in the mirror and ask himself, like, am I the Manchester United captain? Am I the defender? Am I the 80 million player? I'm playing against Leicester, conceding 4 games. I'm very frustrated.
You know, even of all even the GOAT Ronaldo yang memang orang macam dia memang dia biasa akan fight to the very end. I pun rasa dia pun dah give up lah. Dia dah bengang dengan team ni lah. Jai, apa pendapat you?
Kalau secara individu, kalau macam Cristiano punya level tu sebenarnya memang kebanyakan, kalau kita nak tengok pasal game tadi kalau kita nak ceritakan pasal game tadi, seperti macam daripada segi chemistry, seperti macam baru main first game, macam tak ada chemistry, tak ada kerjasama, seperti macam individu sahaja, mengharapkan individu sahaja. So macam Cristiano Ronaldo ni pada I untuk, sorry to say lah, untuk level English Premier League, macam kita rasa macam Ronaldo ni macam tak sangat sesuai lah dekat dalam, bukan sebabkan team tau. Sebab kita dah tahu dah sebenarnya kalau error daripada game tadi tu kebanyakan datang daripada defense kita sendiri, Maguire. Sebab dia yang cetuskan error-error yang menyebabkan Leicester lebih selesa untuk menyerang, sebab dia menciptakan error tu. So but then kalau individu punya Cristiano Ronaldo ni, kalau nak sebut pasal dia punya corak dia, permainan dia macam ada kekurangan lah. Mungkin level dia tu mungkin dah lepas ke, kita tak pastilah. Sebab badan bola ni dia main 11 orang. Dia tak boleh harapkan satu player saja, even dia world ke, dia tak world ke. Tapi sorry to say lah, level dia macam agak kurang lah untuk United, untuk English Premier League. Cristiano Ronaldo ni personal lah cakap lah, untuk game tadi kalau kita nak tengok lah.
Tapi selain Ronaldo lah, yang forward players lah, okay, cakap Jadon Sancho 73 million. I think it's about time now we actually question him a bit lah. 73 million, and then what he's actually providing for us, maybe there's only 1 or 2 glimpse of brilliantness. In fact, that is just a glimpse only for what we are seeing now. Maybe Doc, you can just share, and then even our, apart from that goal, Mason Greenwood's goal, I think there wasn't really much going on also as well. What do you think about our forwards?
No, didn't do enough. Definitely didn't do enough. Sancho, nothing to show today. Greenwood, at least, he was trying, he was getting to positions, but from the left side, there was nothing. Sancho, no, we saw a lot of that exciting run past people in Germany, good crosses, good link up, nothing.
Back passes. All I saw was
Nothing.
back passes. Running there a bit, trying to do a bit of trick, back pass. That's all. 73 million for that.
Nothing.
But Dom, there was no one in the box. Sorry,
Our
but there was no one in the box.
midfield was
You
hopeless.
realize everyone was very cramped up in the left-hand side. I don't know what are they trying to do there. And then, from the past, the seasons and the past games and whatnot, right? Our left-hand side is usually the stronger one compared to our right-hand side.
Because
But
of
now it
Rashford.
seems like now there's nothing. It's like there's nothing going on at all. I'm so frustrated, we're serious. This is one of those live that I didn't want to do. I didn't want to record this episode. I'm so damn pissed off. I just want to go and sleep and hide underneath my cave, underneath my blanket. Oh man. Sorry, Doc. Sorry for interrupting you. It's just,
No
maybe you
worries,
can
no
just
worries.
add on.
But midfield was very poor. Both Matic, at least Matic was, trying to do something lah. Pogba was poor. Bruno, nothing. We saw nothing from him today. No threat at all. No good crosses into the box. No tries from outside. No through balls. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And even the right side, Bisaka and Greenwood, right? Who in the last few games, there was some combination. Today, nothing. Left side, nothing. And then until Rashford came in, right, there was some trust up front.
Yes.
But
At
until
least.
then, there was totally nothing. And when you
Exactly.
when you get back into the game at 2-2 with like 10 minutes left, I expected us to push, not to lose a goal in 15 seconds. 15 damn seconds. You cannot concentrate and make sure that nothing happens. Ridiculous defending, really ridiculous defending. And now you can see why we actually played double pivot, because these guys can't defend. Sorry.
And then
Total shambles.
sorry, I can see some comments. They are mentioning that why are we attacking Sancho? We are not attacking Sancho. We are just discussing Sancho. You can actually see the contrast when Rashford was in versus Sancho, because there was. I mean, I really, as much as possible, even for Fred, I would always defend and whatnot. But then Sancho is
Dom,
getting the point.
There is something I want to add, because, for example, Sancho, when he's running with the ball, he don't find anyone in the box. What should he do? Like, he have to pass sideway or the backward because there was no one in the box. Ronaldo tends to go away from the box, and sometimes Ronaldo and Shaw, I saw some few 1-2s between them. But Ronaldo, as playing number 9, he should be
There
in the
was
box.
one only. There's only one. There's only one
With the shot.
particular. Yeah.
But then when Sancho has a ball, if Sancho wants to play someone, there is nobody ahead of him. There is no one in the box. What should he do? He has to go back. And then we tend to go too congested in the middle of the park. We are not, like going on the flags, crossing the ball, and someone in the middle like Cavani who can score the goal. But like the positioning, the gameplay, there was no plan, there was no tactic, and quite disappointing.
Tambah sikit lah, nak tambah
Sorry,
sikit.
sorry,
sila,
Jai.
Jai.
Look at how easily Leicester bypass our midfield. Like as if there was nobody there.
Talisman.
Yeah.
Like just like every pass, if you're talking about how to break the line and whatnot, watch how he played just now. Fantastic, seriously fantastic player. And then not that kind of price tag of 73 million. I know I shouldn't bring up this kind of price tag thing, but I'm getting so frustrated. Talisman, seriously. For me the best player, seriously, today, the best player, Talisman, seriously. I'm just gonna ask you this aside immediately. Do you think that Ole Gunnar got the guts, the balls to actually make the right subs? I'm really questioning the subs that he did just now.
I mean, he did one time in the last game against Everton where he didn't play Ronaldo, where he should have played him. He saved Ronaldo so that he can go to international break and he can score more goals and more records for his country.
Some said actually for that particular Ronaldo one, he was trying to punish him because of the statement that he made that, we should play with more pace. Let's talk about the game today. Do you think he had the balls to actually make the right decision?
Yeah, because there's a connection. The reason why I'm talking about Everton game, there's a connection, because in the Everton game he didn't play him, and then there was a quotation from Sir Alex Ferguson and he was talking to Habib, and then he said like you need to play Ronaldo. And then today he was playing Ronaldo. Ronaldo was not in the form or not in the energy to play. He should have brought off Ronaldo and play somebody else in the number 9 position. But I think there is something in his mind, because Sir Alex is a big figure in the club, the legacy. And then maybe he was thinking like, okay, now if I took him off, maybe Sir Alex will say something, or the media will say, okay, you switch off Ronaldo. You need to play your best team. So I think Ole is not seeing what's happening on the pitch. That's why I'm saying like, okay, one is selection of the team, one is the formation of the team, and the second is the in-game reaction during the game. How the manager should react, we are not seeing from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We are not seeing like who is playing good, who is not playing. You need to make decision right on the spot. And you're right. Like Ole doesn't have the guts to make those big decisions, like switching off Ronaldo or playing somebody else on the top.
Or maybe just now in the midfield. Okay, Jai, you rasa pasal we talk about a bit about midfield tadi. With our midfield hari ni yang we can see Bruno Fernandes memang off hari ni. Memang off. Pogba initially starting memang he was very lively, yes, but then there was no output coming out. Because
even for the fourth goal, it was Pogba's error. Pogba should have cleared the ball from the corner. It was his mistake.
You rasa, Jai, that Ole Gunnar patut buat sesuatu to the midfield tadi tak? Any changes you rasa yang dia perlu buat? Yang dia buat kita nampak ialah dia ambil keluar Matic yang pada pendapat saya dia yang among all midfield dia yang paling solid. He remove to put in McTominay. Okay. Apa pendapat you tentang tu?
Okay, kalau kita tengok game tadi, Leicester yang Talisman tu dia bermain bagus tau dalam quarter game kan.
Fantastic.
First half pun dia dah main bagus. So kalau ikutkan strategi, kalau Ole boleh nampak yang Talisman tu sepatut kena ikat. Kita kena betul-betul tight dengan dia, sebab dia punya cross, dia punya passing, dia punya bola lolos sangat bagus. Jadi sepatutnya dia dah kena masukkan McTominay awal sikit. Maknanya bukan second half, mungkin awal, sebab kalau kita tengok bila defensif dah buat error, macam Maguire dah buat error, dia dah bagi tekanan kepada kita, pada pihak United, and then sepatutnya dia dah masukkan untuk, dia dah kena 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 mas pacing lebih kuat lah daripada sebelum tu. Jangan dibiarkan berluasa. Jadi midfield beberapa kali bocor. Midfield kita bocor, beberapa kali bocor. Jadi sepatutnya Ole berperanan lah. Sebab I rasa kan dalam 7-8 minit masa kita buat mistake bodoh, Maguire buat mistake bodoh tu, dia dah boleh nampak dah. Ole dah boleh nampak dah. Sepatutnya dia dah boleh fikirkan something.
From fourth minute dah start Ichanicho. I don't know what is a more polite way of saying that B word lah, the +1, the X, the +X or whatever it is lah. But then basically Ichanicho made Maguire look like you know that word lah. We are not supposed to curse today.
Opai, ganti dengan Opai lah, Opai.
Opai.
Ole Opai.
So
Doc, maybe you can add on to that.
No, I think the move to bring in McTominay was because we were behind, right? At the point of time, Sayuncu had just scored. I think it's fair lah. You want a more attacking thrust to bring in, McTominay, more box to box as compared to Matic. I don't think that was the big issue. But you know what? The problem is simple mistakes, simple errors from players who are supposed to be world class, and all individual errors. How much can Ole do to really mitigate individual errors like this? The first goal, Maguire can't even. No drive to move towards the ball, waiting for the ball to come, caught on the ball, right? The second goal, again, the second goal was Sayuncu's one, right? Again, all mistakes. The third one, McTominay's mistake. You've got a guy on the edge of the box. You need to be close and force him away, not give him space to give a cross. And again, Maguire left, of all people, Jamie Vardy open at the edge of the box, at the penalty spot. I mean, these are things that basic mistake. You need to be looking where is their main track, where's the player going to be. Both of them went to the near post and he was open for granted it was a good finish lah, but you have to have your man blocking their top striker lah. You can't leave him open. Last goal, again, Maguire left his man, the far post. These are basic school errors. What can Ole do to change this unless on the training ground?
No, I mean from the start, if you see your play from the very start, Doc, I'm not talking about this one. It's not halfway through the game. It's from the bloody start. Maguire, his head is already down already. Why don't he just make the substitution there and then? That's my question.
It's not about after first goal we conceded, you can switch off Maguire. I mean, he would play the center half. You cannot just switch off after 10 minutes or after 20 minutes. But the thing is, if all those individual players who are very class, we all agree, they are not performing for the club, there is something wrong in the club. And we should say that somebody who is managing those world-class players who cannot get the best out of them, the problem is right there. So the problem is not the players. The problem is not the players. Problem, we all agree they are world-class players. The problem is someone who's managing them. And that somebody, we were saying, okay, we have a tough game list of games are coming up. Leicester was the easiest one. The next is Atlanta and then Liverpool. God help us what will happen to us in this Atlanta and Liverpool. I cannot even imagine. I'm having goosebumps with the scare, what will happen against Liverpool. And considering today they scored 5 goals. And we conceded 4 goals against Leicester. So, the board, the fans, everybody should react before it gets more embarrassing for us and for the club, and especially our standing on the league. That's more important.
Nak tambah sikit. Bila kita ada player, world class player yang kita dah beli, then kita dah top up sampai 70 juta dengan mistake yang you pun sendiri rasa logik dia macam mistake bodoh, mistake bangang semua. Jadi ada satu yang kita kena tumpukan sekarang ialah manage macam mana the player tau sebenarnya. Sebab I tak rasa mungkin sebab keputusan yang kita manage, Ole letakkan tu mungkin ada something yang rasanya bukan capai tahap piawai United langsung pun. So macam tak logik tau. Sepatutnya I tak tahulah Ole apa yang dia fikirkan. I bukan kata Ole out ke Ole in, tapi but then dia memang legend dekat United, tapi kita boleh nampak Maguire buat mistake yang sendiri budak sekolah punya mistake tau, bukan biasa-biasa punya. Budak sekolah punya mistake pun I rasa budak sekolah pun boleh buat lagi bagus daripada tu lah mistake tu. Sebab dia bagi compact, pressure pada defend. So that's why the whole whole team semua jadi kucak kacir disebabkan itu. So something wrong lah. I rasa Ole bukan, keputusan dia
Jai,
sangat
something is not wrong. Ole is the wrong. We need to speak up.
It's
Ole
really
is the
his
wrong.
decisions.
I
and the
cuba nak berlapik lah. I bukan cuba apa, I cuba nak berlapik sebenarnya.
I think memang kita sebagai fan channel and whatnot, I think it's very very fair. We have been very very fair, and then we, as much as possible, we have been supporting the manager. I'm not asking for Ole out and whatnot at this moment, but then this really comes down to his decision makings, the thing that he did not do and the thing that he actually did, the substitutions that he actually did. You know, the press conference, right, for this game, right, Ole actually came out and actually said along the lines that we have been playing attacking football, you know, we just need to move the ball faster a bit and whatnot. What kind of nonsense is that, to be honest? What kind of nonsense is that? I think like right now the gameplay, I mean previously the gameplay, we were like doing long balls to Ronaldo. This time around, you know what's the gameplay? Just take shots outside the box. That's all. Just take shots. I think that's what we were pretty much doing today. Other than I really can't really see any other thing that we were trying to actually achieve. We can't even string in, I mean, passes and whatnot. Talk about Maguire and whatnot. Even like 1 yard, 2 yard passes, he can't even do that today. You know how bad was his injury? How bad? It's like he got a head trauma, concussion or something like that. I don't know, man. I really don't know, man. Memang tak tahu, doc. You're the doctor here, man. Please explain what kind of injury is that, man? You know, something from the foot. Apparently,
Brain
it's a calf
injury.
injury. A calf injury links somehow neurons or neuro how to say connection to the head, the brain or something like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Doc, tell me, please, doc.
Even I can't explain those kind of things, dude. I mean, why you can't string 5-yard passes? I don't know. I can't explain that. I mean, it's ridiculous. Some of the passing, we can't even break past Leicester's midfield. You know, with supposedly world-class midfielders who are performing every day or every other day on the international stage, right? And really, it's very disappointing. Very disappointing. And, you know, not one player showed the desire to actually, you know, fight back and win the game. Everybody was like, you know, you're giving off silly fouls in the middle of the park. You can't control the ball. You can't play short passes. I don't know how, you know, you're supposed to be playing for Manchester United. Today was a very bad performance. I mean, granted that we always bounce back from defeats like this. I mean, we've been through multiple managers. They also had some bad results at this, and I hope they bounce back because it's a very, very big month. And we're again letting all our direct challenges all go one up on us.
And then this is like they are taking us on an emotional roller coaster. I mean, yeah, if we do bounce back and stuff, I really hope that we pick up and we maintain a certain level of performance and whatnot. I mean, not only that from the. I mean, I'm literally feeling depressed watching the game. I really wanted to like turn off the game. You know, like usual. Without I mean, before JomUnited, I would just turn off and I'll just go to sleep and whatnot. And then the bantering already started just now from. Right from minute 75, already bantering all started and stuff like that. It's like we got nowhere to hide Said.
Yeah. I mean, what I want to say here is, okay, I mean, like, Ole came in, he made some good things in the club, he created some energy, he created the vibes, the love and affection, fans, you know, like turning up to the stadium. But then, you know, like in our life, there is nothing wrong to admit when you reach your limit. For example, if you have been assigned something which you cannot do, it's okay to say that, okay, fine, I have done my job, but now I cannot take this team to win something. It's okay to admit that, okay, this is my limit. I can't do anymore. I can't take this star place. I cannot manage them. I cannot win the league. I cannot compete against Chelsea, City, or Liverpool. I cannot. I'm not like Klopp. I'm not like Pep, and I'm not like Tuchel. I'm Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This was my limit, and I can't do this anymore. So I think, being the legend of the club, I would expect Ole to go to Woodward office tomorrow morning or Monday morning and say, okay, this was my job. I have done my part. Now I want to step back because I can't handle this anymore. If I'm Ole, I would do that. If I'm in Ole position and if I don't have the tactic brain to manage this team, I would do that. I would go Monday morning to the office of Woodward and I would admit, I can't do this anymore. I mean, we can look for someone, and this is my limit. I cannot beat even Leicester or even at home Aston Villa and then Everton, and God knows what will happen in the rest of the season.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the previous show, that we were saying that maybe I think Danny brought up a point that maybe Ole should be promoted in a way or moved to another responsibility within the club. If he truly loves the club and he really want the best for the club. I don't know. Apa pendapat you, Jai?
Ya, betul. Kalau ikutkan the previous punya video pun, I pun pernah cakap juga pasal dia dah tahu dah level dia macam mana dia nak handling United. So sekarang ni I rasa bukanlah kata dia gagal, tetapi Leicester ni dah ibarat macam level United dah. Masuk dia lah. So sebab sebelum ni the previous season pun sebelum ni Leicester biasa kita main kita akan menang. Even tempat lawan ataupun tempat sendiri. Tetapi sekarang tengok, hari ni kita kalah 4-2. Bukan 1-0, 4-2, 4 jaringan. Memang mistake individu. Tetapi manage yelah, Ole ialah manager kita. Jadi dia sepatut responsibility dan dia tahu dia punya level tahap mana untuk bawa. Dan dalam United sekarang ada world class player, bukan satu, bukan dua, ramai. So macam Danny cakap, dia mungkin dia kena gerak lah. Tapi I tak katalah dia Ole out ke Ole in. But then dia pun sendiri sedar. That's why I cakap, say something Ole. Maybe you can say goodbye ke, bye-bye ke, whatever lah. Sebab you tahu level you. Sebab hati kita yang sakit. Kita tengok, kalah. No cup. So, say something lah, Ole.
Sekarang bukan saja cakap pasal cup. I pun nak fikir cup tu memang satu mimpi yang teramat indah lah untuk saya sekarang. Untuk saya sekarang, untuk tengok tak menang pun tak apa. Draw pun I accept. As long as there's a style of play, there's something for us fans to watch. Football kita tengok football is a form of entertainment tau. Okay, I'm sure that everyone here, everyone joining us live and whatnot, we got our daily life, we got our pressure and whatnot. We always come back to football to entertain us, to keep us away for the 90 minutes, not to add stress and make us more pissed off than life itself. I rather go to work than,
especially after the international break. Exactly.
We were waiting for this moment. Okay, we got actually a comment by the moderator. Okay, JomUnited moderator, shout out to Ben. To be fair, if Ole didn't start Maguire today, everyone would blame Ole too. Doc, what do you think about that, Doc?
If he left Maguire out and the result was the same, definitely the blame will fall on him again, right? If Bailly and Lindelof didn't perform, everybody will say this, of course. It's a decision that, you're screwed if you do, you're screwed if you don't, if the result was the same. But of course, if they perform, then it'll be a different story. But to me, I don't know, Maguire was very... How do you correct these kind of errors? The first one can't even, run to the ball and clear it, right? First one. The second one was the good save by De Gea, and you're playing everybody on side. He should have just stepped up. Everybody has stepped up. How do you correct this in the training? Even in the training pitch, you can't correct a guy to move faster to the ball and clear the ball, right? And even the last goal, Pogba, straight header, can't even hit the ball out. How are you are in that means your training was right. You had a man in that position. He couldn't hit the ball. And again, Maguire, at the far post, you have a man, you need to follow your man. You can't just let him go like that. So these are things that I don't know how much you can correct on the training pitch when you have all the people in right positions and they cannot do simple things that a normal footballer can do.
Maybe because they are not enjoying the team spirit, maybe something wrong in the dressing room, we don't know. Maybe, I'm not saying the players are not playing for the manager. We haven't seen that stage until now, but who knows?
You can see the deep. You can see the deep side. I actually agree with you on that. We don't want to start any controversy but then you can see the deep already.
Maybe,
You compare. Okay, of course, the best one we always say is the interim time. You can see everyone fighting and whatnot. Now it's like, I don't know, man. Even with, I'm surprised even with the Ronaldo effect. There's no more Ronaldo effect anymore. It's like the negative effect and whatnot. There's nothing anymore.
Ole talks about passion and desire. There is zero passion.
There's nothing. You can see the players.
They were waiting.
There's no passion.
At the end, they were waiting for 90 minutes to finish, and they can just go into the coach and go back to Manchester. They were just waiting for the match to finish. There is no passion. There is no desire. What Ole talks about in the press conference, I have no idea.
Exactly, like Mark mentioned, even Bruno no fire. You can actually see those players that usually they were like the talisman for us, the catalyst for us. It's like the fire died off. It's like, I don't know. They're just waiting to be slaughtered and whatnot. Jai, you nak tambah apa benda, Jai?
Actually sebenarnya ini macam soalan tadi tu, sebenarnya dia melibatkan individu tau. Dia melibatkan individu. Macam contoh, Pogba mengharapkan Matic. Matic mengharapkan Sancho. Sancho mengharapkan, so dia tidak ada chemistry untuk game hari ni lah. Game yang sebelum ni, kalau ikutkan Maguire punya mistake, memang kita nampak setiap game pun dia ada mistake. Cuma tak jadi gol je. Tapi yang hari ni ternyata menjadi gol pada pihak lawan. Itu kita dah nampak sebelum ni. You all semua nampak Maguire punya mistake macam, dan hari ni ternyata memang Maguire bukan standard defend yang kita nakkan, walaupun harga dia berjuta lah. But then dia itu mistake yang memang kita nampak
selalu,
sebelum ni.
Sebelum ni, I mean, defense selalu kita kecam Lindelof, but I think seriously Lindelof, he performed better than Maguire today, and then he actually assisted one particular goal. Shout out to Brown Knight, when you're talking about long passes and whatnot, Victor Lindelof, hands down, way better than Maguire, hands down. I'm sorry, Brown, hands down. Okay, we actually got a comment here. Okay, sila jalan dulu, tak apa, Jai, jalan dulu.
Lindelof tu dia nampak urgency bila kita nak dapatkan gol, kita ketinggalan gol dan dia nak urgency. That's why hari ni kita tak nampak urgency player-player lain. Bila dah kena, dia macam biasa saja. So urgency tu tak ada. Tapi Lindelof, I nampak bila dia cross bola tu dekat Rashford, nampak urgency dia untuk dapatkan gol. So passion untuk dalam tu memang tak ada, kurang. Sebab tu kita kalah. Sebab kekurangan urgency nak dapatkan gol. It's not different lah. I rasa tahun lepas punya lagi bagus daripada tahun ni lah. I rasa untuk game Leicester.
Maybe yang game ni, to be honest, right? Maybe from the forward point of view, like, I mean, in a way, I agree with you guys when we're talking about they're playing too congested and whatnot. There's no movement and whatnot. Maybe Cavani would have been a better, I mean, yeah, he's not available, but Cavani, maybe he would have been a game changer for us, in a sense. Okay, we got a comment here by Blaze United. Ole will fall out with Cristiano. Okay, maybe Doc, any input from you? Because you can actually see, I mean, you can actually see the frustration in Ronaldo's face already.
I think I mean, in the sense that since Ronaldo has come in, we're trying to sort of change our play to adapt to Cristiano Ronaldo's kind of play, right? And maybe that's the one that has made us go backwards since he joined. I don't know. It looks like we had a system of, in a sense that a sort of system of attacking last season, but yes, we did falter in some of the games where we had to play against a low block, and maybe this was something that gave us an added advantage. And so we tried to change to play accordingly. And I think if the results go this way in the next 1 month, you'll never know. There may be a falling out. Who knows? Because we know Cristiano is a driven kind of winner kind of personality. And if the results go badly, this game, Liverpool, and the subsequent games against Atlanta as well, right? Ooh, big month. But you know what? Sometimes, a defeat like this can spur everybody on. If they're really still playing for the manager and they're still really playing for the club, it could be a timely boost. Let's hope so, with all the big games coming, that they actually bounce back from such a humiliating defeat in these big games.
Okay, we got a comment by Rob. Rob, Atalanta lose, Liverpool lose equals to Ole out. Listen, Said, I'm going to point this to you because you have been the most direct one, and then I mean you don't beat around the bush, you go straight to the point. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, 100%. Atlanta lose, Liverpool lose, should be Ole out. It's not like maybe Ole out. I would say should be Ole out. And like I said, like support the club, not support Ole. We need someone to come in and to help this ship who's getting sinking in the league, in the cups. We already lost out Carabao Cup. Now Atlanta, I mean, we are not in a good position in our Champions League. It's a must-win game for Atlanta. It's not like a first game of the group where you can manage to get a draw and hope for the next game. It's a must-win game. And Liverpool one, we all know with the history, with the rivalry, it's also a must-win game. So if these two we lose, regardless what happened after Manchester City game, the derby game, I think it should be Ole out.
Okay, we have a comment here by DL King. Okay, Ole can't handle CR7 and there will be unrest in the changing room. Okay, not only CR7, I think like those big players, people even like Bruno, Pogba to a certain degree, I think he has an issue. He's trying to be a nice guy. Too much of a nice guy is not a good thing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not a good thing. Okay, Jai, apa pendapat you?
I rasa dia macam percaya sangat dengan player-player dia. Terlebih percaya. That's why dia jadi macam terlalu baik dan terlalu membiarkan player-player dia ni. I rasa terlalu, okay, I trust you. You buatlah apa yang you suka. Itulah Ole sekarang. You buat je. Tak kisah pun you nak dribble ke, you nak buat mistake bodoh ke, tak apa, you buat je. Ini masalah Ole sekarang yang I nampak lah. But then terlalu percaya.
Okay, we got, wait, let me see that. I'm just running through the, keep the comments coming in. I'm just running through the comment section.
But Dom,
Okay,
I would like to share. I was reading the post-match reaction from players and from the manager. You know what Pogba said? Like, to be honest, we have been having these kind of games for a long time. We have not found a problem. I mean, player is saying like we have not found a problem. If you are not found a problem, what you are doing?
How can
you are
they?
playing?
How can they say that?
And they are saying,
say that?
yeah, let me continue. And then he said, like, conceding easy goals, stupid goals, we need to be more mature. Okay, you need to be more mature. You are 28-year-old. This is the time to play, to show your maturity. Play with more experience and arrogance in a good way. We need to find something we need to change. Okay, we are talking about something is wrong. Even players are saying we need to change something. So who is the one who's going to tell like what is that something which needs to be fixed? The players have no idea, the manager have no idea, the fans have no idea. I mean, we're just playing with the hope.
I don't know. Okay, Ini, I mean, for all these kind of things, I always got to come back to Doc. Okay, Doc, I just need to, just check with you and whatnot. How do we actually come back from this? Don't say like something like, oh, hopefully we bounce back and whatnot. I mean, come up with some points and whatnot. Okay, maybe we can just discuss, or how do we actually bounce back from this? What kind of tactics should we come up with and whatnot to face Liverpool, who is obviously on form right now?
I saw one post. I think bring Fred back lah. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
At least,
I
at least you would have shared the load, you know. At least shared the load. Then Maguire wouldn't kena hantam kau today, you know. Equally 50-50.
I think Maguire did it on his own lah. It's going to be tough. I to be honest, you know, if like there were some players who put in a good performance and some who didn't, right? It would be easier to put a finger on, you know, who needs to be switched and things like that. But today everybody was poor. They need to really bounce back. I think there need to be changes. There need to be some guys who need to be cut, and some guys who need to come back inside, right? Or maybe even switch to a two-prong front with both Ronaldo and Cavani. Who knows? That might be something that, you know, would give other teams a problem. So there's something that needs to be done, something that's done urgently. And with the games coming up, there's not much time in between to do these things as well, these changes. So you just need to hope that the team responds.
Okay, we got a comment by
Dom,
Mark here
Dom,
against.
I want to-
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm reading some post reaction. It's really funny. So I think it's a BBC reporter, Shamoon Hafiz. He said, a text we have received, Ole has trumped where many managers have failed. He has managed to find a way to stop Ronaldo scoring. So Ole has managed Ronaldo to stop scoring. This is what he has succeeded so far.
Okay, we got a comment by Mark here against Liverpool. Park the freaking bus. Okay, so this is the thing. So I see, right? I mean, usually when Ole gets under pressure and whatnot, he will revert to this kind of tactics and whatnot. You know, playing with a double pivot, parking the bus, playing defensive, playing counter attack. Again, that's another thing. But I mean, last time we were talking about, we are counter attack FC, and then, you know, in a way that we are saying that Ole's his tactics are limited to counter attacks. Even to this very day, the counter attacks, we can't even string up a proper counter attack. Oh yeah, I just remembered this point. The counter attack, we can't even do that. Said, anything to add on to that?
Yeah, because we are playing congested football, like no tactic, no formation, no plan, just playing like a casual football. Everyone passing here and there with no instruction. There's no training. I can see like only one goal was from the training again, that Lindelof passed to Rashford. I think we have seen this before. in the last season as well, where Lindelof passed to Rashford and he scored on one-on-one. So other than that, like I mean, Bruno is playing bad because Bruno is not a bad player. It's the manager duty to play him in the right position and the player along him as well, with the instruction to everybody like where to pass Bruno and where should be Bruno play. Bruno has been giving a lot of free role, but that free role is like maybe he's misusing that free role right now. Too much congested football.
Okay, so we got another comment with So another comment by Blaze United Fortress. Attack, do we learn football in public? I think this is not even public at the moment. This looks like an exhibition game for school kids, you know, against a Premier League team, is it? Okay, wait, let me see. Again, thank you guys for joining. And then I'm scrolling through the comments. A lot of comments here. Okay, we have one here. Yeah, we have a very good one here actually by Arfa Mirza. Our counter attack will lead to opponents scoring goals. Actually, I mean, Ole actually brought up this particular point that we have to be careful because the opponents actually take advantage of this, right? So I don't know, apa pendapat you, Jai, tentang ini?
Okay, kalau katakan counter attack will lead opponent scoring goals, memang betul lah sebab kita kena ada, that's why lah sekarang ni problem kita tidak ada CDM yang proper, yang solid betul-betul untuk covering defensif kita bila buat counter attack. Bila counter attack kita tak berjaya, kita tak ada siapa-siapa, yang ada cuma macam tadi I nampak Bruno yang cover. So it's not the solid CDM lah sebenarnya. Yang paling mustahak sekarang ni, jantung kita ialah midfield. Midfield kita bagus, defend kita pun akan jadi bagus. Tapi masalah bila counter di midfield kita, macam sedia maklum lah, yang macam contoh macam Matic mungkin lag pada tenaga fitness apa semua. So nak covering untuk the defensive memang menjadi satu masalah lah. That's why sekarang kita memang perlukan CDM. Yang saya tak faham, kenapa kita tak dapatkan CDM sebelum ni? Sepatutnya itu ialah prioriti kita yang paling mustahak. Memang kita ada Varane, kita ada Maguire, tapi tengok Maguire apa yang dia buat. Dan lagi satu, kita tidak ada betul-betul lead lah. Lead, maksud dia betul-betul seorang yang nak macam contoh Roy Keane ke, kita tidak ada dalam pasukan kita sekarang ni. Itu masalah. League, maksud dia orang yang betul-betul boleh handle the all players 11-11 tu dalam padang. Itu yang kita tak ada.
Usually Bruno ada, and then I think to a certain degree I rasa Cristiano pun boleh, but then today it seems like I don't know, it just feel macam flat sikit. Okay, we got this is a very very good comment by again Blaze United from Maden. Usually one player allowed free roll, but it seems like now our team everyone is on a free roll. Everyone is trying to play false nine. I mean, from the previous games and whatnot, everyone wants to play the false nine and they want to play advance and whatnot. Maybe Doc, you can chime in a bit on this.
I really don't think so. I know Bruno is the free role. I think maybe it's more like some people need to know their role, right? In the sense that our midfielders need to, be disciplined enough to drop back, to actually push forward. If they're pushing forward, they need to drop back. And that's what I don't see. We always say, oh, we need a defensive midfielder, we need a defensive midfielder. But these guys who are in the squad should be able to be performing that role. I mean, come on, we cannot be always saying, oh, we don't have defensive midfielders so we can't win, right? You have midfielders because they push forward, they drop back when they lose the ball. Here we have people who push forward, don't drop back. We have people who stay back, don't push forward. And that is the crux of the issue. So if you're playing with a sort of a double pivot, your fullbacks are pushing up. The moment your midfielders are not dropping or lose the ball, you're sitting ducks. And that's why we are getting caught on counter-attacks, because your fullbacks are all up. And I'm again, I go back to simple schoolboy errors lah. Even if you had the best defensive midfielder sitting inside there, if these kind of schoolboy errors, can't clear the ball, can't string 5-yard passes, can't hit the ball clear, I don't think even a defensive midfielder, the best defensive midfielder, could have made a difference today.
It will just add more pressure to, the manager and the whole team in general, that you got the complete squad. At least now we can somehow still, think about the missing piece. Yeah,
but for example, like we cannot get a world class defensive midfielder who would come in and change everything. At least Ole can change something other than 3-4-2-3-1. I mean, I mean, personally, I'm sick of this double pivot. At least try something else. At least give a shot. Play 3-4-3, play 4-4-2, play 4-3, anything but not double pivot. At least give a shot and try and see what will happen. We cannot find anyone right now like Kamavinga or Declan Rice or anyone. We can find anyone in January or maybe in the summer, but at least now, at least try something else other than this double pivot. So we know maybe I think I said this before in our group as well. Maybe the problem is not McTominay and Fred. Maybe the problem is the formation. So at least try something. I mean, other managers, they have tried something. They don't rotate the squad. They rotate the formation considering your last performance, considering your opponent as well. At least Ole should, try something else than double pivot.
Okay, we got a comment here by Brown Knight. Where is a constructive criticism? Okay, maybe we do a round robin on this one lah. Okay, probably we are already at 45 minutes. Okay, we are supposed to end this shortly. So maybe we do the final round robin. Okay, viewers, please leave your comment if there's any constructive criticism from this particular game. Please share and I'll be happy to read out so that everybody can come down. Okay, so maybe we start with Syed first. Any constructive criticism for this game? Going into the Liverpool game.
I think I will say three things. One thing is change the formation, try something else other than double pivot. The second thing is try to change the substitute who is not performing. The third is the constructive or the most productive criticism from me is Ole need to go right now.
That one will be banned. That one will be banned. Okay, at the moment. Okay, Doc, how about you, Doc?
Constructive criticism.
Yes.
I think they need to move the ball a bit faster, especially in the last third of the field. I think they need to also sort of overload into the box. So if you're going to play with guys crossing into the box, you got one single central striker. It's very difficult to hit the one striker with four defenders around you, right? So, when the ball is on the right, the guys on the left have to also push into the box. Here, I don't see it happening. I think maybe it's time to let Sancho cool his heels for a while. He's also under pressure. I think Rashford should come in. And for me, Rashford is the guy who always on the ball, always trying to take on players, and that's something different, right? From what we're not seeing that from Sancho. And probably I would think that Rashford needs to come in immediately into the squad. Sancho can come in as a sub, give that kind of a second half impetus if needed. I think the defense needs to shape up lah. They really need to shape up. They cannot keep, making really, really silly donkey mistakes like this, right? Really unacceptable. And again, sometimes we've also played like our social league football and whatever else, right? Sometimes this kind of really stupid mistakes bring the whole team down, right? And that first goal, the second goal, the third goal, everything. Immediately when you are equalized, 15 seconds later you concede, the whole team spirit comes down when you are actually intending to push. So we need to correct these basic errors that shouldn't be happening lah.
Okay, Jai Beckham, apa positif yang boleh bagi? Maybe satu tip pada Ole ke, dia tengah tengok kita ke, atau pada player Maguire lah. Maguire, you nak cakap apa pada dia ke? Menggalakkan dia. Jai, you mute lah sekarang. Tak dengar. You mute. Unmute. Jai. Okay, some connection problem, but no worries. Let's get one here. Okay, by Brown Knight. Here's one. Ole should take the armband away from Maguire. Send a message to the players that a performance like today is unacceptable. I don't think Ole will do that, but what else is there to do? Yes, definitely he needs to grow a pair lah. Basically, grow a pair and he needs to do the hairdryer thing. Like he really, really need to do a massive hairdryer. Okay, we got one by Brian Lee. Okay, Brian, today I don't see any jokes from you today. All serious today. All no
Not
fun
in a mood for
today.
joke.
Yeah, change formation or focus on our strength, which is attack. If Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Shaw can't attack, stay back. Let the wingers do the crossing. Midfield should be attack-minded. We don't have a good CDM. Okay, a very, very good comment here.
Or Dom, maybe today we miss Martial. Maybe
Yeah,
Martial
but
got the
I don't
Hall
know.
of
I'm thankful, right, as the
Because
president of
he's
the Masa FC. I mean,
Martial is
games
good in
like
those
this.
kind of games. Yeah,
No,
Martial is good in
I
those.
mean no, I mean this kind of games. If they were playing that congested style up there to the left hand side, he's not going to flourish lah. And then everyone will bang him. Then it will be. I mean, it will be 30% each. Maguire 30%, Marcel 30%, Fred
Share.
30%. Kena hantam shared load lah. That will be his contribution to the team lah. Okay, so
I mean, probably just to add on to Brian, right? Probably I still would like to see Ronaldo and Cavani play together,
Yeah.
Guys,
especially
tadi
in the
macam mana?
home games.
Jai, sekarang kongsi last comment
Ah.
before we wrap up. Okay, apa pendapat you, apa positif you nak bagi kepada semua viewers ke atau kepada Ole Gunner ke, macam mana kita nak build daripada sini?
Okay, the past is past lah. The game memang kita kalah hari ni. Kita tak boleh buat apa-apa pun. Dan kita boleh move on ke depan. Cuma personally, kita kena main satu pasukan. Samalah dengan fan. Fan kena duduk belakang United. So, player pun kena bermain dengan satu pasukan, bukan untuk individu. Tetapi, mistake-mistake bodoh tu tak payah buat lagi lah. Sebab kita dah kerap kali disajikan dengan mistake-mistake tu. So, sebagai manager Ole, dia nampak apa yang berlaku hari ni untuk ke depan, kita kena betulkanlah keadaan. Itu saja. Kita kena menang. Menang ialah perkara yang mustahak. Kita dah tak boleh kalah, kita dah tak boleh draw. Kita kena menang lagi untuk tunjukkan yang kita punya confident pada fan-fan kita. Itu yang paling mustahak. Kepada Maguire jangan opai lah.
Okay, I got to end it with one of these lah. Marcel busy, MCO off, planning romantic holiday with Dom in Paris. Okay, at least this is the positive thing that I can take away from this. Thank you, at least Brian. I can at least try and sleep tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, and with that,
Martial in your dreams.
Marcel in my dreams. Okay, and with that, we will end the show tonight. All right, guys, like usual, please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget, please vote, rate the players, link in the description below. We'll come live again tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Okay, we'll run through the player ratings. Join us tomorrow night. Okay, and like usual, stay tuned, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow night. All right, cheers.
Bye.